Hey, Ted.
Hey, John, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Welcome to Raleigh.
I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be face-to-face with you to talk about experiences.
Like, the experience is cold in this building right now.
Yeah, it is cold in this town right now,
Yeah.
and that doesn't really work well for me.
This ain't Florida.
This is getting me excited and warming me up. So, we started our conversation about experiences when we first talked about Singles Day. After that happened, then we led it into Black Friday, and we kind of talked about how Singles Day did such a better job building experience into the sales.
Well, it's a thing. It's a thing, right? Like it's a true event.
And Black Friday has become more like a season.
Black Friday's just a sale.
Right.
It's like, okay, it's Black Friday, and the week before Black Friday, and Cyber Monday, and Giving Tuesday.
And something you said to me a long time ago that I've used on and again is that when everything's a discount,
nothing's a discount.
Right. Nothing.
Well, and I believe that. And look, that's the way this thing works today. But you contrast that to Black Singles Day, and they're kicking off with a concert by Taylor Swift, and Kim Kardashian's doing live stream to do a product promotion, and it feels like a thing. It feels like Black Friday felt.
They're making it an event that's not just about purchasing something. They're making an event that's about entertainment, that's about engagement, that's about people coming together.
Yeah.
And we've been talking for a long time about how retail relevancy, about how retail is evolving.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen with the malls? Are they going to become experiential centers? Are more things going to happen? Are you going to show up, find something, and then it's going to get delivered to your home? So I think experience has become such a bigger part. And then you also brought up this great thing in one of your posts, and then we were talking about it, about how The Irishman became an event that not only drew people out of the theaters and more into their homes, but very possibly, and I know I've seen in other places, not just with what you've written, but that it drew people out of the stores.
Sure. Well, but you think about the entertainment choices you have. You have Disney Plus and Netflix and Hulu and Vudu and all of the things. You can't even keep up. You have got so many opportunities, and the mall was an experience, right? Mall of America, you go and you went, you walk around, you did things. But now you've got so much coming at you. Retail is fighting for attention like anything else. And what The Irishman really made me think about is, we've been talking about the intersection of content, commerce, transactions and channel blending. So when you're watching Prime, you're watching is Man in the High Castle on Prime. I can't keep up with what's on.
Man in the High Castle, I don't know where it's on. Like you said, I don't remember. It could be on any of them, but I've watched the whole thing.
So when you're watching Prime,
I think it is Prime.
You're telling Amazon, hey, guess what I'm doing for the next 2 hours and what I'm interested in. So now Amazon can compare that with your purchase history. It's got this rich profile of you, your family, your habits. We use Alexa here all day to listen to music. Right. And I'm choosing a stream. So Amazon's going to spend $6 billion on content this year, right? And I think it's a pretty smart spin, given that that's just another reason for me to be connected to them. But the data they're getting out of that is fantastic. Right. And the experiences that they can deliver out of that are fantastic.
Right. And it's not just about experiences while you're shopping. It's about the experiences, things you experience that then lead you either for them to give you better choices or to simplify the process or any of these other kinds of things that are happening. Yeah. Because again, regular shopping is no longer an experience because it's so much easier to just go to your phone or go to Alexa and tell it to deliver something for you.
Well, everybody has the same stuff, too.
Right.
It's like there's no difference. I was reading about, again, price-based competition is really tough, right? So great example. I'm, Mary Catherine, my daughter wants some Golden Goose. Golden Goose are.
I know.
She wants some Golden Goose. That's her big Christmas wish.
Okay.
They're really expensive sneakers.
Got it.
I kind of appreciate that. Right. I'm like, oh my God, these are like really expensive speakers. So what do? I go to Google, I search Golden Goose, find the ones that I want. Don't really care about the retailer because the prices are essentially the same. Right. And I'm actually able to use a new customer discount on like Farfetch and get 10% off. So that was my order winner, right? But it wasn't the experience of buying that product. Like she didn't care about going to Nordstrom or going to, some high-end retailer. She just doesn't care. Right. She wants the product. right? So how do you bring that to life in ways that they're interesting? I shared the thing that Chanel is doing in New York,
Right?
Their little pop-up cabin in the woods kind of thing.
And how the Irishman has integrated all this, right? You can talk to some of the characters. There's things you can do.
They did this whole experiential launch in Little Italy, and they had put like newspapers about Hoffa and stuff inside they put in old phone booths, and you could pick up and you could talk to the characters. They had all kinds of discovery, but it was all about that experience. But then the people who were experiencing the experience sharing content about it. They make it. Well, what do you do when you experience something cool? And it all just becomes a cycle of how do I engage with a brand more than just a transaction.
What I love most about this is that they're trying to figure this out.
Sure.
Look, it kind of goes back to the old model. Remember Masterpiece Theater when we were
Yes.
kids? That was brought to you by a retailer or a brand.
Yeah.
And I think we're kind of going back to that model, but it's becoming much more experiential where people are getting to get involved. And I just love seeing how they're trying to figure this out. And that's why, to me, Singles Day was such a phenomenon, just because of the way they married it all into one thing. Now, it's not an ongoing thing year round, but I want to see where it goes next and how they integrate it.
What blows my mind about Singles Day is it was started by Alibaba, right? Actually, maybe somebody else, but Alibaba was the driver. And now it's like, you saw retailers in the U.S. and brands in the U.S. jumping in because it became bigger than the retailer itself.
Right. And then a lot of people criticize those brands because they didn't do a great job, but that's okay. Because they're trying to figure it out. And they're going to, I guarantee you next year, their foray into piggybacking onto Singles Day will be much more sophisticated and better.
Huge. Well, and likewise, Walmart with Voodoo and Amazon with Prime, and folks are trying to.
Did you say Walmart?
Wow, Walmart socks.
I wish this table wasn't so high.
I was worried about you.
I got my Walmart socks on.
A hammy. So
thank you, Samantha Klein.
So. It's interesting to watch these things evolve because, as you were talking about earlier, the retail apocalypse isn't, oh my God, retail's dying, it's going away. No, retail is changing. And if you aren't paying attention and you aren't going to where shoppers are, the retail apocalypse is for you.
Right.
And
one thing I want to say, I want small business to realize that I think that this retail apocalypse, that this big evolution, that this retail relevancy changes are an amazing opportunity for small business.
100%.
Because I think they can move quicker, they can do things, they can relate and engage with their customers. And in all those aspects, the opportunities for them are so vast that I think a lot of the people that were put out of business back in the day of malls expanding and huge stores taking over and the rents going up is going to turn around and change and create a lot of opportunity.
Agreed.
We'll talk about that next time, maybe.
This was a great experience.
This was.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Peace out.